how are things going for everyone? Greetings from the Crypto ZX channel again. Everything related to XRP will be discussed. I want to thank all of you for consistently tuning in every day. You guys are incredible, but let's look at what's going on and what we may anticipate as Tuesday morning approaches. Thus, it is clear that Arthur Brito's return to the market after all these years has created a great deal of enthusiasm in the cryptocurrency world. In addition, the market was already buzzing, gaining momentum as we got started on Monday, Additionally, with Arthur Brito's arrival, the XRP community is out in full force, having a fantastic time, and there is a lot of excitement and speculation going on, of course. Additionally, there was a lot of conjecture that this was compromised, but David has stated clearly that this was neither a hack nor a compromise. Arthur Brito is the one who possesses. Therefore, if you look at the market as a whole right now, you can see that there is a lot of green, and you are seeing double-digit gains in the cryptocurrency field. As we head into Tuesday morning, the price of XRP is expected to be about $2.19, and it is also up 4.3% when compared to Bitcoin. In addition, the valuation is $129.5 billion. To put this into context, last night alone saw a rise of almost $10 billion in XRP's value. As I mentioned earlier, the company is valued at $130 billion, and its 24-hour trading volume is approximately $4.3 billion. And I truly want you all to understand that we are moving closer and closer to that crucial range retest once more as I pull out the charts, and it's only beginning to demonstrate how much traction XRP actually has. However, as always, before we continue, let me quickly clarify that nothing on this channel is financial advice. Always conduct your own research and due diligence before making a Bitcoin investment. As you are aware, on June 23rd, about 350 million Bitcoin and 100 million Ethereum were purchased by ETF. Additionally, Texas has set aside $10 million to purchase Bitcoin for its strategic reserve, which is another noteworthy development. It might become the first state in the U.S. to purchase Bitcoin. Of course, the most bizarre news is this one. We discussed how the Circle IPO has increased tenfold since its inception. Naturally, those who participated in the IPO pre-sale are 10 times richer than those who did not sell at this time. In addition, Anthony Pompliano of ProCap Financial has completed the largest ever initial treasury fundraiser, raising $1 billion to purchase Bitcoin. Hold on tight, since there are reports circulating that they plan to take this company public as well, which naturally does not surprise me. Why am I not surprised? Naturally, there is a lot of interest, and not just from a return on investment standpoint. These businesses themselves recognize the potential, and this will generate a significant amount of capital. Of course, Total Insanity Circle, which is currently trading at around $300 per share, is the ideal illustration of it. This is insane stuff in and of itself. Again, this is crazy, but everybody that entered Circle, even at the start, is most likely up 8 to 9x by now. This should help you all realize how much more attention will be paid to cryptocurrency businesses. Additionally, I believe that many cryptocurrency companies will go public. Naturally, I also believe that a staggering amount of money will be pouring to these clearly going public companies on Wall Street. However, as I already told you, only a small number will endure over the long run, but the excitement factor itself is not going to go away anytime soon. What we're observing. Take a look at what the U.S. Director of Federal Housing has to say. Once more, this is not my own opinion. We'll look at how Bitcoin holdings are used in relation to mortgage eligibility. That's crazy. This is crazy. It goes without saying that certain banks and other financial organizations may not be providing these services to their customers, but several small banks and credit unions do consider this and envision it on a larger scale. Consider the implications of this for space itself, a digital asset. Of course, you also have Bitcoin and XRP because, well, if you have XRP, you might be eligible for this in the future. However, I'm sure there are more hazards involved as well, but that's where you speak with the advisor who will undoubtedly discuss them. Once more, a positive step for the digital industry as a whole. Paul Barron adds, "Look at this, I'm forecasting a rate cut in July. As we all know, the month of June is almost over and the second half of the year is about to begin. Additionally, Paul Barron states that he anticipates a rate cut in July. There will be another FOMC meeting in July, you know. The current 7.5% drop in oil prices is a clear sign that markets anticipate the U.S.-Iranian dispute will be clearly de-escalated right away. The price of cryptocurrency Bitcoin and Ethereum oil has dropped since the day before POTUS assumed office. It would be fantastic to see the Federal Reserve cut interest rates, and this is an excellent moment for them to do so. A rate drop would, in my opinion, benefit the cryptocurrency market since it naturally boosts investor confidence. Naturally, you should investigate cryptocurrency and other assets, so that will be fascinating. However, we'll see what transpires. As you are aware, there will be a supply shock for XRP prior to BTC. In about 2014-40, Bitcoin should reach its maximum supply of 21 million units, while XRP should do the same in the upcoming years. This wisdom tree, which is obviously one of the asset managers that has applied for an ETF, is the source of the documents below. However, let's now examine the price situation. In terms of domination, it currently stands at 65.22%. Our most recent annual high, which occurred in May, is undoubtedly acting as support. Let's give Bitcoin a live update if you're interested in it. This is something you can witness for yourself. At the time of this update, Bitcoin is pushing higher at $105,660. The importance of that 106,800 key resistance is well known to you all. That resistance breakout